people, what's going on, welcome back to the channel. As always, make sure that you lot are smashing up the likes. As always, make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. Road to 10k, like I keep saying, people. But let's get straight into it, man. Chelsea 2, Leverkusen 0. And sorry, Mr. Eric, you weren't going to come back to the ends and collect something, yeah? That was never happening, yeah? I had Ash, one of my guys, Ash, in the group chat at me talking about, oh, what you lot going to do after and that. I said, bro, we're winning this game. And it's going to be convincing as well, yeah? That's the belief that Maresca has given me. That's the belief that this team has given me. The way that we're just so fluid. The way that we've improved with our attack, our midfield, our defense, our structure. Everything about this team right now is just a breath of fresh air, bro. Yeah? And I want to go straight in with my guy, Estevao Willian. Yeah? Estevao Willian. This kid is special. How many times have I spoken about this guy over the past however many months that we've had him? Yeah? It has been a long, long wait, and the wait is finally over. Yeah? Man are telling me, oh, you know, we're going to have to bed him in slowly and, you know, treat him like this guy and treat him like Josh and treat him like... Broski, every player is different. Yeah? This is a top talent that was being chased by, you know, PSG, Real Madrid. There were so many teams. I think even Barcelona were looking at this guy, bro. Yeah? So many teams were looking at Estevao and they decided to pick us. And if he had gone to a PSG, best believe he would be playing in their first team as well. Yeah? Best believe he would be playing, right? Certain man, I don't look at their age. I just look at the quality that they bring on the pitch. And I've spoken about the fact that him coming from Brazil is going to go a long way when you're coming to England, because the physicality in Brazil is not easy to play against, especially when you're shaped like him, right? But what helps this guy is that he has the technical ability, he has the flair, and he has the skill, right, to beat that physicality. Yeah, we got a little taster of that when we played Palmeiras in the Club World Cup, and he was one of the best players on the pitch. The goal that he scored, the way him and Cuckoo were battling. We know Cuckoo's a pest. We know Cuckoo's, you know, one of the best defenders in the world. For me, the best left back in the world. And man actually gave this guy a good challenge. A very good challenge. Today, from minute go, every time he's getting on the ball, seats are rising, bro. Man are standing up from their seat because they feel like something's going to happen. Yeah? That's the sort of profile that we've brought into this team. We have brought an unpredictable player, a guy that can create, a guy that can score, a guy that has a technical ability, a guy that can play down the middle, he can play off the left, he can play down the right. I saw Maresca gleaming the other day when he was talking about him. Gleaming, bro. Yeah? Talking about, he reminds me of Palmer, he can play anywhere. He is going to be one of Maresca's key players. Maresca is going to love this guy because whatever role he puts him in, he knows he's going to get something out of him, right? In the first half, you saw the little link up between him and Palmer. Every time Palmer's getting on the ball, he's just spraying it to him. And that's something that I didn't really see enough at Palmeiras, because me and Staffy, actually, big up Staffy, we were talking about him, and Staffy wasn't really impressed with some of his performance in the Club World Cup. And I was like, bro, if you watch the times that he's getting on the ball, he's trying to make stuff happen. The issue is he can go 15, 20 minutes sometimes getting 3-4 touches on the ball because they're just not really playing it to him. The structure over there is a bit mad. I was like, when he comes to Chelsea, you'll see the difference. We're going to use him a lot more. You're going to see the link up with the likes of Palmer. And today, you clearly saw that. There was a time where he got the ball quite deep. Palmer made the run on his side. He played the underlapping pass. You know, he got it back and he took a shot on goal. You know what I'm saying? For the goal that for the goal that he scored, Estevao, Palmer obviously takes the shot, but he anticipates the danger, and that finish was not easy, bro. That finish was not easy, yeah? Because man used the floor to get the ball into the back of the net. He hit it first time as well. Certain men are scuffing it. Certain men are hitting it wrong. Certain men are trying to lace it. It's just going to go over. Certain men are just going to hit it straight at the keeper. He took a snapshot there and it went in, right? And you're seeing already how he creates separation from the defender with his little step overs, with his little droppers of the shoulder. And then before you know it, he strikes the ball. And the way he strikes the ball is nice, yeah? He could have actually got an assist for Delap today if he saw him in the box and played it to him. Because he cut in when George gave him a nice pass. Very nice pass from George as well, yeah? He cut in and he shot, right? But if you cut in a situation like that, you better bend it. You better bend it and it goes in, yeah? instead of missing the way that you did. And you could see Delap was a little bit frustrated at that. He wasn't really involved in the game much today. I had Robert at me in the group chat. This guy's upset now because Jackson's being sold. And I keep telling him, bro, it's not Delap you should be upset at. It's João Pedro you should be upset at, bro. Because he's the one that is like for like with Jackson, but he's a better version of Jackson, right? Delap is a different profile, so it's not Delap you should be mad at. It's João Pedro, yeah. But Delap today, like I said, I don't think we really played to his strengths. I don't think we were really trying to find him. We wasn't really trying to play him in between the lines. It was the Palmer and Estevao show in that first half, and George grew into the game as well, yeah. But Estevao, bro, I cannot wait for Champions League nights with this sort of player. He just looks like the type of player that's gonna thrive under that environment, bro. When he knows that all eyes are on him, bro, it looks like nothing phases him, yeah. He just goes out there, expresses himself, wants to play. He works hard off the ball. In the second half, Maresca moved him centrally, played as a 10. You know what I'm saying? He had another chance there that he should have scored where Gittins came on, cooked, and gave him the ball. He should have scored that chance that he got as well. But overall, definitely man of the match. Most of the things that were happening, the good things that were happening in the game, he had a part to play in it. Yeah? And I'm already looking forward to Sunday. I don't think Sunday is going to start. But don't be surprised next week if he starts the game, bro. Don't be surprised next week if Maresca starts him on the right and decides to start Neto on the left, right? Because this guy, bro, forget the age. Just look at what you're watching. And the scary part of it is he's only going to get better. He's only going to get fitter. He's only going to get more confidence, right? He's only going to get bulk up even more. Go remind yourself of what Palmer looked like when he first came Chelsea, bro. This guy was mager. Palmer's not the most bulky guy now, but you can clearly see that he's been on the protein. You can clearly see that he's been in the gym, yeah? And that's what's going to happen in a year's time. You're going to see Estevao. He's going to start to, bulk up a little bit more, be even more physical, and just be more of a problem, right? But this is a serious player that we signed, man. I still remember when I saw the links that Chelsea were looking at him, and I was seeing the clips before I did my research and was watching games back. And I was just seeing, man, just slapping it on his left foot and just running past people and doing what he was doing. And one thing about me, when I'm looking at young players, right? Especially when they're like 16, 15 or 17, and I'm seeing them playing first team men's football and they're cooking grown men, I know they've got something about them. Because that is not an easy thing to do, right? That is not an easy thing to do, to be coming in at that young age and to be going in with no fear and just skilling man up as if they're your age, bro. That is not easy. And the goals that he was scoring, you know what I'm saying? This guy, bro, he's got the most GNA, yeah, before his 18th. He beat Neymar's record, yeah. This is not a joke, man, player, bro. So anyone that thinks that, we've got to keep him shackled on the bench and that, bro, I'm not saying use him in every single game, but he has to be one of the main players in this team because he is too good to just be sitting around on the bench. Oh, he's got to wait for London. He's got to... No, yeah. Some man, they just want to get on the pitch and just show what they want to do. And Estevao's been talking for time now about how he's looking forward to playing with Palmer. Yeah? You saw him on Palmer in the celebrations, like after the game there. I know Estevao can't speak English right now much, but they were, just vibing together. Yeah? He's loving life right now. His life has changed, bro. His life has changed just like that. Yeah? And it's only pre-season, but I'm telling you, bro, you're going to see similar performances to today in the season. There's going to be games where Estevao Willian again was the best player. Estevao Willian again was key. Estevao Willian another goal. Estevao Willian another assist. That's what you're going to be seeing, bro. He just needs the minutes. And I literally tweeted the other day as well. I get the same feeling I got when we signed Cole Palmer with Estevao, right? Quality player. People were trying to cook me when we signed Palmer, and I was like, bro, I don't know where you man have been not watching Man City, but I've been watching this guy for Man City. I've been watching him for the under-21s for England and that. Cooking, right? He's a baller. Obviously, I didn't expect to be seeing over 70 GA in 2 seasons and that. He exceeded my expectations, but I was raving about this guy. And it's the exact same thing about Estevao, bro. That feeling I got for Palmer is the exact same feeling I get for this guy. Special player, man, honestly. You know what I mean? But overall in the game, look, very, very impressed, man. Like, obviously, it wasn't our strongest lineup, of course. You got Josh started at the back. Jorgensen started in goal. I thought he had a good game in terms of his ball playing ability. He's still not convincing with the cross collection. I think that's one of the main things that lets this guy down, because Sanchez, I can't lie, he just collects the ball, bruv. You know what I'm saying? You'll collect it like a debt collector, right? And his shot stopping for me is actually probably say it's better than Jorgensen's. Yeah. But in terms of the ball playing ability, bro, if Sanchez had his tech on the ball, he would be a serious goalkeeper without the Boza moments as well. Yeah. But I thought, Josh, he had a solid game as well. Some of his ball playing was good. He had a little moment in the second half where he kind of slipped on the ball, but other than that, I thought he was fine in the game. You had obviously Gusto, didn't really have much to do. Again, they were pressing us, but we just kept beating that press, right? Cucurella going into the midfield, just doing what he does. Early on in the first half, he cut it back to Delap. Delap could have scored if he went either side of Flecken, but he goes straight down the middle. I thought Santos and Caicedo, that pivot, bro, every time Leverkusen were trying to get through us, they're just taking the ball off of them. Yeah? Solid. And Palmer, like I said, he was just quality on the ball. The little link-ups there with Estevao. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was very good. George, I thought he grew into the game. Initially, he wasn't really getting much of the ball because he kept going to the right, but I thought he grew into the game. And like I said, Delap, I feel like we didn't really use many of his strengths today. I was seeing him making a lot of, off the ball runs, but no one was trying to find him down the middle. Everything kept going wide. That's the thing that I would say about the team. I think Maresca will probably tell the team, bro, look down the middle more, innit? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing him making runs. Obviously, second half, João Pedro comes on. And listen, people, let's not do this internal beef, Delap versus João Pedro. Bro, they're teammates, right? Delap and Pedro are two different players. Pedro, when he came on, there's times I wasn't even seeing him up top. This guy was dropping all the way back into midfield, yeah? Dropping all the way back into midfield, trying to get involved in the game. They're different type of players. Whereas Delap is more like a box striker. He's more of a natural striker, whereas João Pedro is more like a false nine. You know what I'm saying? But I thought when he came on, he was very good. Another brilliant goal from him. That's 4 goals already for Chelsea, bro. Yeah? This guy's moving mad clinical right now. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good goal as well because the link-up, the build-up play was good. Raksaki was involved. I forgot the guy's surname, but his name is Genesis. He was involved as well. He got the assist. That was very good. Jamie Gittens, when he came on as well, broski. The way that guy dribbles at high speed and is in control of his dribbling on his body at the same time is ridiculous. Yeah? And that's exactly what I was watching when I was watching some of his games back. How he's running at people, but he's in full control. Because there's a lot of wingers in the Prem that like to dribble at people, but the ball's just bobbling everywhere. This guy dribbles so quick with it, but it stays so close to him, bro. Yeah? Some of the little skills, the little drop of the shoulder, the little, you know what I'm saying, the little jink, bro. I was sitting down and I was jinking myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to defend myself, blood. Yeah? But I'm telling you, bro, Gittens, he was looking good on that side, man. He was looking sharp. You know what I mean? He's definitely someone that will be able to create separation for himself to let off shots because he's tricky, yeah? And I can definitely see him winning penalties in his team as well because he's got quick feet, bro. I can't lie. Any fullback that's trying to mark that, especially off the bench as well, it's long. You know what I'm saying? Hato, again, I thought he was good. Some of the defending that he was doing, again, going into the midfield, very comfortable on the ball, very press resistant. He's just an elegant player. That's one thing I'll say about him, bro. He looks, he's very elegant, yeah? And then you got essugo, baby Caicedo came on as well. And he was just, again, it was like Caicedo part 2. It was honestly like Caicedo part 2, bruv. Yeah? Santos was playing ahead of him in the second half with Estevao in the little pockets. And essugo was basically just there in the lone 6 by himself, just sweeping everything up. Yeah? So right now, bro, this squad is looking like it's being built the right way. Right? I used to pray for times like this, man. You know what I mean? There's a few things right now, like Maresca's obviously come out after the game talking about, he wants a new centre-back and stuff for Colwell. I reckon we're probably going to sign someone like a Gahey, for example, which I wouldn't really mind as a stopgap. Ideally, I would have loved Vega to stay, but Fabrizio put it out today that he's looking to move on. So that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? But I reckon it will probably bring in a new centre-back. In terms of goalkeeper, people are still saying goalkeeper at the minute. I don't really see it. If I want to upgrade on Sanchez, people, I keep saying this. I'm not against upgrading on him, but we need a goalkeeper who's good on the ball, like Jorgensen, but, good shot stopping and good cross collection and that, good commanding of their box like a Sanchez. That is what we need. And it looks like we're not going to go back in for Mania, right? So maybe we're gonna wait for Penders because he's one that is controlling in his box. He's quite young, but when you watch this guy, bro, he don't play like no 18, 19-year-old. 6'7" monster. And he's very good on the ball as well, bro. You know what I mean? So I've got a strong feeling that's probably what Chelsea are waiting for, rather than just panic buying any goalkeeper. You know what I'm saying? So goalkeeper, people, I don't really see it. But the good thing about this team is the structure of the team, especially when we lose the ball. It's very, very hard to play through us, right? I don't remember these guys creating any clear-cut chances. Like, apart from the Josh mistake, like I said, when we lose the ball, we get into a good shape and we win it back. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So the structure of the team should hopefully, hide the weaknesses like a Sanchez, hide the weaknesses of some of the centre-backs as well. Fofana should be starting the season, I reckon. But we know this guy will probably break down by Christmas, bro. You know what I mean? But defensively right now, it's not, I don't know, some people are still trying to panic on that. I'm not panicking about our defense. The structure of the team's improved, and I still think there'll be one or two signings that will come in to help solidify us at the back. You know what I mean? But overall, very, very good performance to come back to, man. I was sitting there, I was literally just eating my Chinese, and I was like, bro, this is just a breath of fresh air. We've come a long way. We've come a long way, man, and long may it continue. But listen, people, man, let me know what you think about my thoughts. Speaking a bit, man. Bless. Love.